Hey guys, thought I'd do a little comparison, just a quickie, nothing really serious, on these three guns because they're all kind of competing for the same position, I would say. Who should we? Let's start with this one. It's called an M&P Shield. The M&P Shield 9mm. Magazine has 7 rounds, holds 7 rounds, 8 rounds with the extended mag. Safety. Safe, it's up and safe, down, ready to fire. And it has adjustable sights. You can tap the top for windage, or for the top sight. And the back sight slide, I don't think it's any height adjustment at all. So, not bad. Let's see what it is. It's the tang, the lower part, 6 inches long and 5.5 inches high. Okay, let's go to the Beretta Nano. Again, 9mm, 6-round magazine, 8 with the extension mag. This has nothing, no safety, no slide stop. When the slide's back, you just rack it and center back down. And actually the slide stop on this one is, I find it really hard to use because it's so small. That and there's a lot of tension in the spring, it's a tough release. This just plain clean. It has adjustable sight in the rear. Front you can't do anything with. No height adjustment, just side by side. Just side to side adjustment. Just windage, no elevation. So, I like this gun because it's so neat and clean. Okay, let's see what this is. 5.5 inches. It's a 1/2 inch shorter than the M&P Shield, and 4 1/8, just a little over 4 inches. So it's almost 1/2 inch shorter than the M&P Shield 2. So this is 5 inches in length versus the M&P Shield. 5.5 inches in length, and the M&P Shield was 6.5. So it's an inch shorter than the M&P Shield. So let's see if we can see that, huh? Lined up just the same way. There you go. You can see the height difference. Probably not with my paws in the way. And this one is a SCCY SCCY CPX-2 9mm. It has a 10-round magazine. It has a slide release that's kind of large. The slide release is kind of large. No safety on this. Slide release is a little large, but you know what? I can work that no problem. If you're going to put it on there, I'd just soon it'd be big enough I can actually use it. Otherwise, keep it off like the Beretta and just let me rack the slide, which is fine. Okay, let's see, what is this? Right in between the two. This is 6 inches by, I see it there? 6 inches by 4.5. It's 4. Actually, that's pretty good. Only 4.5 inches because it's got a little extension deal on the mag, a little finger slot. So you can get 3 fingers on that one. I like this gun. I actually do like this gun a lot, even though, yes, this sells for like $275. This one here, you see it all the time for $399. And this one here, I don't know what these are. Are these like $500? I'd have to check and see. This is certainly the most expensive of the bunch. The Beretta is, I like the Beretta. It's a little thicker. It's a baby Glock, basically. You know, striker fired. It's got a... I like it. I just like it. It's nice. But I really do like this. I like this a lot. But you know, but it is a bit wider though. Let's look at the width on these things. Okay, this one. Little under 1 1/4 inches. Little under an inch. So there's a good 1/4 inch between those two. This one, it's 1 inch. So thickness, the M&P shield is right in between. The thickest one is the Beretta. And it is a little bit, or the thinnest one is the Beretta. I'm getting myself confused. Yeah, thinnest one's the Beretta. It's almost a whole 1/4 of an inch. It's almost just 3/4 of an inch on that, on the grip. This grip is inch. And this grip is a little over an inch, about 1 1/4 inches. Let's call it 1 1/4 inches, even though it's probably, yeah, it's probably, of course, I'm kind of pushing it in there. It's 1 1/4 inches. So you got 1 1/4 inch, and almost 3/4 of an inch. It's a little more than that, though. It's only short about a 1/16 or an 1/8. So this is the narrower, which surprised me because it feels a little clunkier than the other, probably because it is the same dimension all the way up. Just whoosh. And then, of course, the M&P shield, the dimensions, you know, it's got this indent here for your, which is this is a comfortable grip. I will admit, this is very comfortable grip. I like it. You get this, of course, I'm used to a Glock, and they're basically just like holding a 2x4. I like this grip though. I do like it. It's thin, so I like it. Of course, you know, your pinky doesn't purchase on that at all. This one, same thing. I mean, you can do it. If you put the extension on, it does, but same basic thing. And I guess maybe that's why I like this one, other than the fact, of course, it is cheap. But, you know, the whole thing works, and I just like that. I just like that a lot. And it functions just fine. But it is a cheaper gun. It's not... I guess the trigger's more noticeable in it than the rest. It's not that it's necessarily a cheaper trigger, but you have such a longer... It's a double action only trigger pull, because this is not a striker fire deal. This has got a hammer in there. So the trigger doesn't seem to feel that, and it's got these little serrations on the trigger. It's not smooth. If this trigger were smooth, actually, if this trigger were smooth and a little more substantial, man, I'd pretty much beat the rest of them out. You know, this has got a smooth. It doesn't have serrations on there. It's smooth, so it does feel better when it's smooth. It does make a big difference. Of course, the Beretta's got your little Glock style safety in the triggers, so it's not really smooth. Probably is the M&P shield. That's probably a nice thing about it, is that trigger is smooth there. You know, it's smooth, all that. It's got this. It's doing the same function. It's got a split trigger, so the bottom of it has to go in. That's your safety release to allow the thing to fire. Allow the trigger to cause it to fire. It goes in, but that creates a smooth trigger, except for that slit in the center. But you don't really notice that. And you know, one improvement they could make on this guy would be to make this trigger nicer. It doesn't feel very substantial, and it's got those ribs in it. I'd just soon have this trigger feel more substantial and not have those ribs. If you had an aluminum trigger in this thing, well, it's a $275 gun. Let's not get crazy, but you know, as just a utilitarian piece, that's a nice gun. I don't know how long it would last, but I know somebody on YouTube was shooting it to death, and it went through like 10,000 rounds or 9,000 rounds before something broke on it, and then all I had to do was replace the piece. It's just as simple as just simply a part broke, and they just replaced the piece, and it's up and running again. So do you get 10,000 rounds out of a $275 gun? It's pretty darn good. But time will tell on this one. But I don't know, just something about it I really, really like. Of course, I'm an old revolver guy too, so this double action only, you know. Guys gotta love a double action only if you're an old revolver guy. So, there's a little comparison on the sides, how they came out. All pretty much in the same class. the Beretta seems to be the smallest of the bunch. And, you know, the fact that it has nothing on it, no safety, no slide stop, it's just smooth. I really like that. It's nice. You could use this as a pocket gun if you wear cargo pants or make the right holster for it. You could slide it in. Like a pocket holster. I think I got a pocket holster here. Let me see. Yeah, thought I had one sitting right over there. Put that guy back on. Okay. Slide that baby in there. Slip it in your cargo pants. You're good to go. Just push off from the top and pull her out. I put that little thing in the top so you can just pull it out of your pocket. A little hook down there. Just it ain't coming out of your pocket anyways. This is like as big a gun as you're gonna cram in your pocket. You could probably do it. Probably do it with this even in cargo pants. Yeah, we won't shove that in there because it's not made for it. You gotta have the right holster for the right gun. But yeah, but this is, you know, getting a little bigger there. And this one here, I don't, you know, there's no way that's going in a pocket. It's just too big. Even though it's awful close, but this is an awful nice size gun for inside the pants. And it's nice having 10 rounds. I like 10 rounds in a little tiny gun like that's nice. But yeah. Or if you live like I do in, you know, colder climates, you can put that in your overcoat pocket. If you've got a good overcoat, and good to go. I like all guns. Okay, well, that was it. Just thought I'd give you a little comparison, show you what the sizes are like all together. Glad you stopped by. Be talking at you later.